welcome back, racing fans, to the 2016 Ocean Pacific International race, I guess you'd say. And it's going to be the California Raisin 250. It'll be 22 turns, 2.5 miles length for each rotation, I guess you'd say, for each little lap. It is a road course, so we got to be prepared for some really quick, accurate driving here. Now we are going to be doing the startup, so let's get into race event weekend. This is the pre-event weekend for the California Raisin 250. So let's check it out, as of course we have all of our guys set up here. Now as you guys can see here, I've just kind of written down in my super awesome chicken scratch here the TV list drivers. That will include Marlon McGarry, JD Jr., of course, that's Jeff Daly Jr., Parnell Drake, Vic Holder, Chris Wynn, Evan Utek, and Billy Brett. Now, the reason, of course, why we have Billy Brett, it will be because of the fact that he did so well, and actually somebody, a YouTube viewer actually in the crowd, kind of let me know that they wanted to see Billy Brett be the MVP of the race. They thought that's somebody who should be the MVP. So that being said, he will become a TV driver for sure. Evan Utek needs to be a TV driver until he gets into the actual races, and the reason being, of course, he is a fan favorite. People want to see him race, and race well, that is. So we'll see that going here. And of course, Chris Wynn is also a fan favorite. So if there's a fan favorite I see a lot of people picking or wanting to see do really well, I want to make sure that they also get the kind of the satisfaction of what actual racers would if they were the actual, TV list of people, of course. So we have to roll the dice here real quick to see how many TV drivers we're going to get. If it's any more than the actual list here, we'll add on to it. So let's roll here. So we rolled 8. So we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need one more driver here from this big, thick stack here. So let's see here. Let's roll the dice. Or not roll the dice. We're going to, oops, daisy there. Not good. All right. All right, so let's see here. We're going to just kind of shake them up just a little bit more here. And then what we could do if we wanted here, as I do a horrible cut there, what I can do is actually roll the dice and see who's going to be the one that's picked here, how many down we're actually going to go here. So let's do that right now here. So let's take the red and white dice here. So 53 down. Wow, I don't think we have 53 drivers, but let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, and it's the last person. How about that, huh, folks? All right, let's see who it is. Chuck Tufaro will be our last driver there who will get the TV grade. So good for him there. I've already shaken these up just enough here, so actually I'll use this as a pile here of drivers that we will actually pull from. So I'll just shake it up just one more time there, and then just kind of let it be, and we'll actually just pull from there as our random drivers, as we of course have to at some point. But until then, I'm going to actually try and see if I can finish that cut there. Perfect. Oh, goodness gracious, guys. All right, let's put him right in there, and then do a quick cut, and then a couple more cuts there. Perfect. All right, so we have him there, and Chuck Tufaro will actually replace for his ticket there. So good for him there. He'll get in here. Possibly get in there, I guess you'd say, because not a lot of TV drivers are actually making the race here. As you guys remember last time, Evan Utek was actually picked to do it, but he did not finish it. So let's see what happens here, as he, of course, will be part of it again here. So Chuck Tufaro here. All right, here we go. We got Chuck Tufaro in that TV grade here, guys. All right, so let's see what happens here as we, of course, start rolling first and foremost for the first driver here, and we'll see how they do in the race week. So we're going to shuffle it up just a little bit here. Pick the first driver here, which will be the driver who is the first driver. And we have to actually see the placement here, as we, of course, put down our little rule book here for the race weekend. Kind of gives us a little bit of an easier a little bit of a trial here. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. I'll put the rule book right there. Okay, so first one's going to be here. Marlon McGarry will get a gold trophy. He already has a gold trophy because he's the first driver here. So the first gold driver here will be that. All right, so let's see the TV interview here. Let's see or TV race weekend list here. So 26 says hot week in hot laps here, or hot week in hot laps. Placement A plus performance chip. So he's going to actually get pole position. So Marlon McGarry starts right where he left off here, folks, and capturing the last event here. So great job for him capturing pole position already. All right, so Billy Brett, MVP of the last race here. See what happens to him here. Driver does phone-in interview on national sports radio show. Placement C. So that means trophy driver gains blue die position in middle group. Yikes, I forgot to roll the dice here. Let's see here. 4 or 4, so that'll be 4. Trophy gains blue die in middle group. So 4. So 4 is the middle group here. And that was a 6, I remember that. So that's going to be even, right? Because it's an even number there. So 4 even. There you go. So 14th place there for Billy Brett. And then let's see here. We have ourselves the next one, Parnell Pepper Drake here. So great finish for him there in that one. Okay, so 61 here. 61 says driver does phone-in interview again, of course, placement C. So he's going to go over to the even of 6, so 18th. So a lot of phone-in TV interviews here in California. A lot of big-name talk show hosts want to hear out how these guys are going to be doing here with a 44 here, so 4-4. All right, so 44 is going to be something big probably. TV event X. So let's see what happens here, guys. TV event X. We'll remember that 5 there because that was the one we rolled. 53. 53 says turmoil within team puts cloud over race weekend. Placement C. Yikes. Okay, so he did not do very well there. So placement C again, of course, as Vic Holder does have a trophy, so he will get the blue die here, 5, but he is not doing so well. So 5 will be the odd, so he will go to 17th place there. But definitely does not seem like he's doing very well with his crew members here. Evan Utek, definitely a driver we want to keep our eye on here. 21, sponsor event in Race City features autograph session with driver. Placement C. All right, so placement C here, non-trophy driver, which he is, placed at top of bubble stack. So he probably will get into the race here because he is the top of the bubble stack. So we'll see the bubble stack right there. Later on, we'll figure out who's going to be going in. Chris Wynn here, the 15 Captain America car here. So 32 was going to be the race right here for us. So 32 says team cohesion during race weekend. Placement A plus performance chips. So good for him there. He's going to be getting a into the second place there, plus a performance chip right off the bat. So good for him there. He might actually even want to save those performance chips. I'm kind of thinking about whether or not we should be saving these performance chips more instead of using them right off the bat there. But nonetheless, we'll get to that in a little bit here, as Jeff Daly Jr. will be the one that gets up here to work out his magic. 6-2, so let's see here. 6-2 is going to be sanctions issued for minor rules violation, placement D. So it looks like Jeff Daly Jr. was trying to get the top dog here. So he's going to be placed in the bubble stack, and non-trophy driver would fail to qualify, but he's going to go right on top of Evan Utek there and possibly get into the race here. Chuck Tafaro is going to be our next driver here. So 3-6. So it's going to be a hot week in hot laps, placement B, plus performance chip, gold or silver driver, so he's not that. So he's placement B plus a performance chip for good for him there. So trophy driver gains blue die position, so 5 in top group. All right, is that what it says? In top group, yeah, so blue die, so 5. So he'll be 6th place with a performance chip. So great job here for Chuck, already showing off why he was the TV grade driver there. Now, after we've done all this, guys, everything, of course, will be set up here for us. Essentially, at this point, we're just going to go into step 3. So, step 3, basically, we want to make sure we set up everything, because all the TV drivers have all done their sports talk shows and any stuff that we have over here. But at this point, we're going to actually just figure out who had the fast lap. So let's see here. We're going to roll and see who's going to be doing well here. So only 4 drivers were going to be doing that. So let's see here. Let's randomly pick 4. All right, so let's go 1, 2, and 3, and 4. There we go. So 4 randomly chosen drivers here. Let's see what happens as we, of course, flip them over here. Wait, did I do 4 or 3? What the heck happened there? That was weird. All right, so let's do one more. There you go. That was very strange. Okay, so There we go. We have our 4 drivers, and let's flip them over and see what happens here. So Ryan Mooney here. He hasn't actually had a lot of racing options here for us. So right here we're going to see that a non-trophy, next position in bottom group. So he's going to be the first one who gets into the bottom group there. So right there's the bottom group next to the bubble group there. Okay, Cam Croyle has gold, so he'll be pole position here, and highest group if not already chosen. So he'll be 3rd place because pole's already taken. Donnie Schrupp will be the next highest position here in the bottom group. So good for him there. Donnie Schrupp is going to get in here. I don't think he was in the last race either. So good for him there. Trevor Trostel has gold, so he'll move up to 4th place there. And then we'll actually have to roll now for the kind of the slow qualifying weekends. Not so good. You don't want to see a lot of these drivers, and we have 7 of them. That's not good. So let's see here. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, 5, 6, 7. There it is. All right, so I kind of took a smattering of drivers here, and let's see who we got here. Okay, first comes Graham Pleasant. Yikes. Okay, so he fails to qualify. So that's our first failed to qualify racer there. That's no good. Ray Bob Walker, gold. Wow, he's going to be in the bottom group there. He is not having a very good 2016 Scram season, and I'm actually enjoying... I shouldn't say I am enjoying not seeing him do good here, but I am absolutely enjoying seeing him not taking the gold like everyone else's kind of playthroughs go here. So we have here for us a silver. I did silver as our bronze there for Francisco. Next position in bubble group. So bronze is next position in bubble group. And then looks like Tony Halpin, 26 car, will not be able to move himself into the race. And neither will Robbie Petroyski or something like that. Petroyski. It doesn't matter because he's not racing. And unfortunately, he actually hasn't raced next to Tony Halpin, hasn't raced at all. And so that's kind of sad as well. The remaining drivers basically are considered that. So we're just going to check the trophy symbols of the remaining drivers. So let's do a little bit of a little cut there just to make sure that we get a nice little cut for them. And we'll go right in here. So let's see what happens here. So we'll just go through here. Silver, highest position in middle group. So Jason Leonard did pretty well. None will go into the bubble stack there. So there you go. George Carl there, or Greg Carl there. Bronze, the next position in the bottom group. Bronze. I'm just going to keep going here for us. Bronze, silver, middle group. Bronze, bottom group. Probably just put it right here and then do this here real quick. Bronze, bronze, none. So he's going to go into the bubble stack. Okay, gold will go right here. So Wayne Montana does well. Julie Justice will be taking up 10th place there. Stu Urick will be finishing off the top group there. So now it's basically the middle group here for us. Kurt Bryson, silver. Oop, geez. Kurt Bryson in the silver group here. So looks like he'll be going to middle. And next was Gary Pine. Here, bronze will go to the bottom there. Bronze will be bottom. Silver will be going to 12th place. 13th will go here. The gold, because there's no other place to go. So basically we'll be filling in all of these places here for us. Moose Thomas there, and that rounds out everyone. So essentially at this point, it's just going into the bottom group unless they are, of course, somebody without an actual trophy. So we have here 1, bronze, Andy Corsel, bronze, Scott Steckel. Now, because of the fact that Denny Baker already made it in, we're actually going to start doing this where we will put these guys out of the race because they're on the same team. Somebody, I think it was Steve from After Further Review, had mentioned that it would have actually they're on a different team. So as long as if they have the same driver here, they will be in there. So essentially, if that makes sense, like one driver's already there, another driver will show up as well. So let's see what happens. All right, so Rod Phillips here, he is nothing here for him, doesn't have a trophy, so he'll go right there. Shannon Wrinkle doesn't have a trophy, so bottom or bubble there. Pete McAtee will go into the bottom. Blake will go into the bubble. Russ O'Casey, that'll be bubble. Bubble. Lots of bubble here, guys. So you can see here, so bubble, bubble, bubble. Lots and lots of bubble here because they all don't really make it normally, so they won't make it here. So now that we have that, we do have to actually count up how many drivers we have. I'll count that up real quickly, and then we'll get back to how many are actually going to join the race here. All right, guys, so it looks like we have 37 drivers already in here, so that means we need to have 6 more drivers added on. So let's go right to the bubble group here, guys. So we have ourselves Evan Utek will be joining the group here, guys. So it looks good for Evan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so basically we're just going to bring in those drivers there. We don't have to do anything else there. We don't have to actually roll any dice. Basically, they just come on in. So pretty cool there. So this process could take up to 15 minutes or so. But, you know, honestly, because I'm talking it out here, you'll notice that a lot of drivers here didn't make it in, but the majority of them are the ones without trophies. So, I mean, if you guys see here on our list here, there's just not very many guys who don't have trophies, and that's one thing that I really hope will change throughout this season, is because I would like to see a couple guys who don't have trophies or don't have the like that pit crew, whatever it is. That way we can see some different drivers really try to mix it up here. But nonetheless, I am happy with that because as you guys can see here, we have Corey Wallace rounding off the bat there, Mark Forth, Joey Wilson. I like to see that. I like to see the 2 TV drivers, especially Evan Utek here, TV grade driver here. So I want to see that happen. What I might do here, guys, now I know maybe you guys can give me some feedback here. I might do it for one race. I might make all of the, I know that sounds really weird. I might make a handful, right? A handful of all the drivers who do not have trophies. I might make them TV drivers, kind of like almost like a throwback or throw out to drivers who may not be doing so well, that the TV guys want to see if there's an underdog that'll come up and try to take on the big dogs. That might help out a little bit, might make it a little more exciting. But nonetheless here, guys, we have California Raisin 250. You can see right now Marlon McGarry is ready to go here to get back to where he started off, or he just last finished here over in the Florida coast, or the Suncoast Capital 400. Chris Wynn here, guys, big time here. A lot of people are waiting for him to do well during this series, and you might see him do it now here. My pick here, guys, absolutely probably will be, I think I'm going to pick my guy here, guys, will be Billy Brett. I think Billy Brett will do very well here. And the reason, of course, is well, 5, 6, and 7 on this card here, if you guys can see. I don't think because I have autofocus already on here, but 5, 6, and 7 here, guys, as you guys can see, is skill, control, smart. So if a driver has skill, control, smart, and maybe even heat as well, they're going to have some really good driving opportunities here, guys. So I definitely think that a driver like Chris Wynn is really set up for a great run here, guys, as he has everything that this whole track requires. So let's see what happens here, guys. Put down in your guys' comments box down below there, guys, who you think will win here. I really want to see, just put a name down. Doesn't matter what you guys think, or don't have to explain or describe it. Just basically put a name down who you think will actually be winning here, just kind of off of what you guys saw here. And of course, if you guys like to smash that like button, it really helps out. Of course, I really appreciate all the feedback. The reason being, of course, is I'll let you in a little bit of like the backstage magic here, guys. The way I know how a series is going is how many people like the videos. So if nobody starts liking the videos, or if I don't see any likes on them and no one's commenting or anything like that, then I kind of feel like no one's watching. And for me, if the game gets a little stale, I kind of lose interest in keeping a season's replay going. So if you guys keep interested, you guys keep chatting about it, I'm always welcome to hear from you guys. Anything at all, if you guys want to do a partnership with anything, please put it in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to see if I can entertain the idea. But until next time, guys, let's see what happens here at the California Raisin 250 here in the Ocean Pacific International, as Marlon McGarry, Chris Wynn, and it looks like Cam Croyle are the ones who got out of the start real fast. But Evan Utek, Parnell Pepper Drake, Billy Brett, they're looking pretty hot and heavy here, as of course Chuck Tafaro as well did a great job during the race weekend. I'll see you guys next time here. Definitely smash that like button, and I'll see you next time in the bleachers.